recording. Boo. And we are live in the place to be. In the building, I have a super special treat. I myself is dumb elated and excited about this one. I've been watching her ever since I've been in this VR journey. Ladies and gentlemen, Genghis VR, hello.
Hi,
Hello.
how's it
How you
going?
feeling?
I'm feeling good. Nice to meet you.
Well, welcome. Nice to meet you too. And I'm, I'm, I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I'm excited to have you. I'm excited to have you. I want you to tell the people a little bit about you in your words and how you got started in VR because I've been wanting to know this for a minute.
Yeah, I was following VR for a long time since the Palmer Luckey stuff in like 2008, 2010. I got to try the DK1. I didn't own it. My friend had one, so that was
The
my like
DK
first experience.
one.
Yeah, I was like the Venice or something. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool, but I wasn't super interested until HTC demoed the Vive at my college, and that's when I knew this was like something I wanted to get into. So after college, I took out a loan for a PC and the original Vive, and I was just like obsessed from that day. I started messing around. I was making mods for a long time. I didn't get into content creation until 2019, 2020. I was working at Google at the time, and then they laid me and my entire team off. So, and I had all this VR equipment, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like start uploading some stuff. I used to stream on Reddit. That was like my, I don't know if you knew, but Reddit used to have a live streaming thing. RPin, it's not around anymore,
I
but
didn't know that.
I was one of the top VR live streamers there for a long time. I think I streamed Half-Life Alex when it first came out, and I had like 40,000 people watching. And I used to do that
Man,
for a while. But they shut that down, and then I was uploading YouTube videos at the time. So I don't know. I guess I I got started because I got laid off from my job. I got started into content creation, but um, yeah,
holy smokes. Genghis, you are a super OG. I ain't even noticed. You were a super OG
yeah,
from
I've
when
been
before OGs were OGs. But I want to
yeah.
welcome everybody to In the Lens with Benz. And I'm your host, Beneficial Films, but y'all know me in the metaverse as Beneficial Games. And today we're doing something different, bringing together the virtual and the real. I'm here as my avatar to our social apps to just showing who she is as a person through her VR. And I'm excited to be talking to her today on the show. We talk about virtual reality, AI, and the creative journeys of those shaping the future. It's about imagination, innovation, and community. And today we're diving in with Genghis VR.
Hell
Genghis,
yeah.
Genghis, how did you get? So you said you was in this thing since HTC Vive, was like when they did their first.
Yeah, I was like, I bought my first headset with the original HTC Vive back in the day. I took a loan out for that because I didn't have the money for it at the point. Um,
And that was before or after the PS4 did their
Hmm?
VR? Because that's when I
Oh,
got started.
that was like the first headset. So that was the like that was it
The
was
very
that it was
first.
actually they had the very first motion controls, and then the original Oculus added motion controls after Vive. So Vive was the very first consumer headset to have motion
Uh,
controls.
did you
And
know
I
that?
was gonna get an Oculus, and then I demoed the Vive, and I was like, I would I went they had room scale, and you could like walk around and shit. So
So
I went with
Vive
that
was
one.
better than the Oculus when it first when it so they came out around the same time.
It was a Vive. So the Oculus came out, I think, a little bit before HTC, but HTC was the first headset to have actual full room scale. So they were the first to have like it felt
Mm.
like real VR at that point. And then Oculus added the camera system after. Um, but
Did you think VR would be what it's at today when you first put that on?
I definitely saw potential. So when I demoed it, I knew it was something special, and I wanted one for myself. So Um, like I was involved in like Rec Room back in the day. It was a really niche community. There was no kids, so it was mostly just like a bunch of other VR nerds hanging out there. I used to play VR Chat back in 2017. It was so small. There was like a Google Calendar to get people to meet up on there because there wasn't that many players, so to like sign up to meet up on the game.
Dang, OG. How what? So you had no idea this can go to this level, or were you even thinking about it? Because I cater to this
I mean,
people who.
I wasn't thinking about content creation. I didn't really plan to upload videos or anything at that point. I was just having fun with it.
Just being
You
immersed in
know,
the game, yeah.
and yeah, just being immersed in the game, checking out different VR experiences. Like I played Blade and Sorcery when that first came out. It was mind blowing.
Love
Like the
that game.
first demo of
That
that was
was a
pretty cool.
smooth controlling game right there.
Yeah.
What drew you into creating content after like
Um,
playing the game? Because I'm pretty sure we all go through like we need to play, we need to get
mm,
immersed, play our favorite games, and like once we get immersed, I feel like we kind of figure out what's more to do in VR. How did you get to the content creation on your end?
yeah, so I mean, I had no plan to make content. I I first started streaming on Reddit and Twitch. I think it was like late 2019 because most of the live streamers in VR at that point were doing it was either VR chat or Beat Saber. That was like the two main VR games that people were streaming. So I wanted to stream other types of VR stuff, so I started streaming Blade and Sorcery and just like niche games that a lot of like Fallout. I think I was one of the only people live streaming Fallout. Just because I wanted to show people, you know, other stuff that you can do in VR. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't really like at that point. I had no plans of doing content creation that seriously, but then the pandemic struck in 2020, and I got laid off from my job, so I was bored. So I just started putting a lot more effort into it. Um,
2020 is the big push for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like I've always I don't know I I like I'm kind of a thrill seeker, so I always try and like do more advanced stuff with like haptics and I wear like the paint suit things just to get
Yeah.
more immersed. I've been experimenting with BCI devices so you can control spells with your brain and stuff like Skyrim.
Oh, you're
Just because
advanced.
I oh go ahead.
You're advanced. Do you have any background in like coding or software engineering or any
I
AI
don't have a
engineering?
degree, but I've just kind of self-taught myself coding and I made mods for
Love that.
Bethesda games, so I'm pretty good at Python and Papyrus, which is Skyrim, and it's Bethesda's own coding language, which is useless for everything else, but I can make a Skyrim or Fallout mod. That's pretty cool, I guess.
That is cool. No, that's sick. And so you said you're pretty much stuck with like their creative engines of developing.
Yeah, I mean, I made a lot of mods. I just, I've never actually made a game or anything, but I've just kind of taught myself that, and I know Unity, so I used to make a lot of avatars and worlds in VRChat back in 2018 to now.
Nice.
It's I taught myself how to do that, so.
So you made that your VRs that you have today, right? You made that.
Yeah, I made those, and I made a bunch of avatars in VRChat. I used to do full body dancing. I got into VRChat because you could add animations to your avatar, so I was into like adding a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of cool effects and stuff.
I love that. I love that. I'm actually that's how I got pretty much interested in filming in VR because I can tell that movements are they're your own. You know, what I mean, movements are your own. Your facial expressions are your own, and you can kind of be, what I mean, yourself in the avatar body. Um,
Yeah.
how do you see VR changing the way people connect socially and creatively?
I mean, I think it already has. I mean, especially during the pandemic, you could see like a lot of people were just going in there to hang out with people when they couldn't in real life. I think it's slowed down since people aren't locked in their homes anymore. I think a lot of people just want to actually go out in real life now, but um
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I people still, people have made like lifelong friends on VRChat. I definitely have. I've made a lot of friends on VRChat. I'm sure a lot of people have as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think you can create a better connection than just like, I don't know, playing a Call of Duty and getting yelled at by some
Yeah.
people online.
No, yeah, I've met lifelong friends on through Xbox Call of Duty matches or a zombie match or what I mean, a 2K game, and we become like the
Yeah.
best of friends just through playing games. So this is, I feel like, even the same thing, or even more because we can have these what I mean, we can physical body language and facial expressions and stuff. What advice would you give someone just starting out as a VR creator and stuff like that though? Like any advice you give
What is?
somebody in VR?
Um, I guess like my biggest advice is to try to do stuff that like try to be unique in the space. Like tons of people are out there making gorilla tag videos or even like VR chat videos. Like a lot of people are there's a lot of VR chat creators. So it's kind of oversaturated. So but the way I kind of first made a name for myself was I was making Fallout VR videos because at that point nobody else was doing that. I was live streaming Fallout. So if you Google search Fallout VR, I think my name still pops up as the #1 person. Um,
Nice.
and then I kind of branched out into other stuff when I got bored of Fallout. So just kind of finding something that no one else is doing helps a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm. Finding your own lane.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite VR game? I know you do modding. Did you mod anything? Do you do modding in VR too? Is the same
Mhm.
thing you do in PC? Um, connect to the same thing in VR?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's you can make VR specific mods. So I think like my favorite game for as far as being advanced is Skyrim VR because you can do like I think at the moment once you mod it, that's probably the most advanced game out there. Like you can control the spells with your mind. It has like full pain haptics. So you can like feel actual pain in VR. I think
I like
there's no
that.
full body tracking, but as far as like immersion, I think that's the best one out there. And then I mean, I don't know. I like Blade and Sorcery. I like all kinds of games. Lately, Sonium Space. I linked that to you. So that's this new platform. I think it's in a lot of ways it's better than VRChat, especially since they compensate creators. So VRChat, if you don't know, they started this like thing where creators can get paid, but they take a huge cut of payment from that. This one doesn't. They take like barely anything, so creators can get compensated a
Oh
lot more.
shit.
And they have a whole messaging system. They have a lot of quality of life features, which are super cool.
I like that. Thank you for letting me know. Definitely want to see what's up with that. Definitely want to see what's up with that. And my journey has been unique because I've grown in the social apps of meeting creators, developers, producers of shows and stuff. And I've met a lot of people through these social apps, and I figured I don't want to be stuck with like one app like VR Chat, this Horizon world. So I definitely want to be more diverse and find more ways to network and meet people. Um, how has your like how what does your role um play in the community in your VR journey? Like how have you built community in here?
Um, have I built like a VR community? um, I don't know. Good question. I'm kind of like the. I feel like I'm kind of like the black sheep of the VR community. Meta doesn't like me. I mean, I don't know. They're not like a big fan of me because
No,
I don't know. I
why
feel like
not?
no.
You're showcasing
I've
you're showcasing what you need to showcase.
I mean, I've always been a big proponent of PC VR stuff. I wasn't like I have a Quest. I've owned all the Quests, and I like the mixed reality stuff. And I think it's a decent headset, but yeah, I mean, I've kind of I've been very critical of Quest apps in the past, like because because obviously you can do a lot more stuff on PC.
I mean, you
So a
can.
lot of the like I wasn't a big fan of Meta buying up a lot of VR studios and then laying off the employees after. Like I don't know if you know this,
Mm,
they like bought a bunch of top VR studios and then they wouldn't have them make any games and then they would lay off these studios, which is a
wow.
shame because a lot of these like talented VR devs are now, they're out of work or they're not making VR stuff anymore. So I don't know.
Mm.
so Yeah.
Suck backdoor shit, huh?
Yeah, Meta. I mean, I don't know. Meta probably doesn't either. They don't care about me, or they're not a big fan of it. I'm kind of known in the
I feel
community as someone that's critical of them.
I think you should, because I mean, you gain a bunch of followers, you got a bunch of fans, and I feel like most people gonna go to you to figure out what's the latest and fun thing to do in VR to get fully immersive. That's one reason why I follow you, to be honest. And I've done some meta things, and I think I came to realize that they just not looking at like people like me making content. Like I guess
Well,
they
they're
look at it
looking for the
like
most money. They're looking for the
you
quickest
know,
profit for you.
okay. Well, there you go. We're plain and simple, right? I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's I'm not. I don't really like them. It's whatever. It's
Of course, right? That's where we at as a society, right?
yeah.
Who making the most money out here? Then we can be
That's yeah. I
friends.
mean, with I don't know. You want to talk about Sora too? That's like, have you seen that?
I
The
have, man.
Sora 2 thing.
I got the invite, and me as a
I'm on
filmmaker,
it.
I went to school. I went to school for film. I spend money on my college to make
Mm.
movies and stuff like that. And for stuff like this to come out, it's like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I went to school in 2015 when
Mhm.
iPhones was like, oh, people making movies on iPhones, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And so as time progresses, we got all this AI stuff, and yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to get into AI because we gonna talk about that. How you feel about AI in general?
I mean, I've messed with AI for years. I was messing with AI with Skyrim and Fallout on PCs, and I like put them in games, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with AI. The Sora 2, I like. That's I think the first time where I'm just like, I don't know. Like it's kind of, I don't think it's a good thing. And can already tell, like all these, like my Instagram feed, like half of it is just the Sora 2 shit, and I don't want to see it. Some of it's funny, but it's like I don't.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
at what point? Okay, so a year from this stuff is just going to get better and better. Then more of these social media apps are going to be full of these Sora 2 videos, and then the AI is going to be training itself on AI videos, and then what? And it's like a
And then it's gonna
feedback
eat
loop where,
itself, right? Then it's gonna eat itself. It's,
yeah,
it's, it's gonna, yeah.
I don't
Sora
know. I think we're
2, I
cooked.
felt like I want to keep playing with it, but it does feel like it's off just a little bit. I feel like damn. I think as a filmmaker, I just feel some type of way about it.
You can do
I
like
want
I made a deep fake of JFK, and it looks. I kept the logo on there, but if I didn't, I feel like you would be able to tell that you wouldn't be able to tell it's real or not. It's
yeah,
like.
that Sora floating
Yeah,
logo
but you can
is
remove
like
that. You can
weird.
already there's already apps to remove the thing. So
Really.
I don't know.
Yeah. I can tell how
Yeah.
that can be. Yeah. Used for like whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be used in politics and, all kinds of
Yeah,
Yep.
why not? Yeah. VR in the way of the
Yeah,
future.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, in the way of the future. So the people that's not in VR, I personally like to say they're scary. They're scary of VR. They're scared of VR. Maybe I should use another word, but I think people in VR know what I'm talking about. In your words, why are people scared of VR? Why are they scared?
yeah. I think like, it's a lot of people get motion sick. I feel like that's a big drawback for a lot
Okay.
I don't get motion sick, but I know a lot of people do. Um and I
What's up with
mean,
motion
I don't
sickness?
know.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
go.
the
You gonna go
headsets
with
are
motion
they're,
sickness?
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? You saying motion sickness? That's it. Only reason why people don't
Motion
put on a
sickness
headset
and
because
I
they
mean
get
the
motion sickness.
headsets can be bulky and annoying to wear after a while. So I mean I get it, but there's a lot of like I don't know the word for it, but it's hard to like there's a lot of barriers for someone to put on the headset versus just like watching something on a screen. I feel like that's
True.
the big thing for a lot of people.
True. Okay. Yeah, I like to ask that question to everybody because I'm like, oh, y'all scared of this. So I like to feel other people's perspective, and it's usually the same. The same kind of questions. I mean, the answers. But you know, what I mean, according, I want to know according to you why you think people still
Yeah, I
do
mean, I think a lot of people just don't want to be active, like, because you gotta stand up and like move around. I like to do it. A lot of
it.
people, I feel like they don't want to move.
They don't want to move. It's crazy.
Especially in America, man. People don't want to move this goddamn country. Okay.
People don't want to move. That's why they open this VR for real. Uh, how you're speaking of AI, you said you use AI to help with your mods.
Exam.
One thing was super cool what I seen you do was talk with your NPCs.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's
you did that for
I didn't
Skyrim
I didn't I didn't
and
make that mod, but I've messed with a lot of models like local LLMs. It's called Mantella and Shim is the other one. And they're pretty cool. You can like they have memories so you can like walk around and you can talk like in Fallout, you can talk with dog meat, so you can talk with the dog.
nice.
And I don't know, they're fun. Now, like I think that's a cool use of AI is like talking with NPCs that are normally generic. It can create, I think, pretty interesting stories and you can get more immersed. But these videos, like I don't the videos are stupid. Like but NPCs, I think, I don't know.
No, what
It's
videos? Your videos?
no, the Sora 2 videos. I think both
Oh,
of
the
them are
swords. Yeah.
stupid. Like I don't want to watch them, but yeah.
No, that one where like I think it's like it's this baby like doing kung fu and then getting arrested. It was hilarious. But yeah,
Yeah, some of them are.
so do you think VR could change how what I mean, artists, musicians, influencers can connect with their audiences, and I mean how could they?
Yeah, I mean, I think it already has. There's a lot of musicians and social games that have, made a name for themselves. And VR, I know VR Chat, they do a lot of events. Sodium also does. They do like DJ and musician events. I think every week they do a bunch of different stuff. um,
Did you go to those?
I haven't been to the ones in Sodium just because I just found out about that. But I've been to stuff in VR Chat before. So I've been to like comedy clubs and musical performances. Um, And they're cool. I mean, you get to perform in front of people. I used to do dance performances on VR chat back in the day when I was younger and could move
Nice.
around more. I'm too old now. Uh,
The knees,
yeah,
the knees not the
I
same
used
no
to.
more.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're fun. I think can help, you know, people connect for sure.
Would you rather go to a VR concert, a VR sports game, or a VR art gallery, and why? Fully immersed.
Oh, wait, what would you said VR sports? What were the other
A VR
art
concert,
gallery?
a
Oh,
VR sports game, or a VR art gallery. Like fully immersed, everything
probably
realistic,
probably
like your
concert.
favorite graphics.
Probably concert.
A concert.
Over. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go
Um,
to the Meta Horizon Worlds and see like the 180-degree little concert that you can walk around
yeah,
in,
yeah,
kind of like on stage?
I saw those. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're neat.
I'm about to say, yeah, concert. So you like you rather bang with the music and dance around.
Yeah, I'm not big into sports. Art's cool.
And how long have you not how long, but those the let's talk about the haptic suits. How how do you what is in that haptic suit? Is it like tasers?
So yeah, I have a couple. B haptics, just that's the more widely used one. That one just vibrates. A lot of people have those. The OWO suit is basically a 10 suit. So you can't wear any clothes and it shocks you. It's very painful. I can only wear that thing for like 40 minutes and then I start shaking from
I
how
can't
painful
imagine.
that shit is. So,
I mean,
but it's
you get the
immersive, you can get shot for real and then scream.
No, that's the one reason why I love VR is for the immersiveness, and so you add, and I definitely want to invest in the gloves, the suits, the full body tracking. Um, I was in VR chat, I ran into my guy Kip, who is a world builder in VR chat, and that's when I first got into seeing the full body tracking, where I seen full body movements. They were hitting like the robots, and like I could see their legs hit the, hit the up and down. But I was definitely like fully immersed, fully with like, I know how we was talking about body languages and stuff like that. Yeah, with the
Mhm.
full body, you can really get into the motion of, I can't even
Yeah,
do it here because it's Meta
it's fun. It
Horizon
it
Worlds.
works in Minecraft too. It works in Minecraft VR. You can use full body tracking. Then you can like kick other
Really? Oh yeah,
players
I
and
gotta
kick
go in
blocks.
there. I
So
gotta
it's
go
fun.
in there. Do you turn the pain level up and down on the haptic suit? Can you put that up and down? Can you raise it up?
Uh,
Or
the I don't know. No, I don't. I don't think so. I think it's set by the app. So
okay.
no, I don't think there's a way to adjust it. You can kind of like set it a little lower, but it's pretty painful. It's.
It seemed like it sounded like it was a little,
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. It just, I mean, it shocks you. It's an electric shock. It's not fun, but
No,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it
definitely
definitely
don't want to have.
changes the way you play games. Like it's I don't really go out of my way to get shot unless it's for the content. You know, I gotta scream. That's that'll d- that'll do well on the video. But I mean, if I'm just like using it, I try to avoid feeling pain.
All right, that's the whole point of it, right? Make it like real.
Yeah.
Who want to get hit? Have you collaborated with any other builders, artists, or like any coders or
Yeah.
any projects? And how was it?
Yeah, I'm in a modding Discord, so I've collaborated with some people to make some stuff for mostly Skyrim and Fallout, but um, yeah, as far as like world builders, not really. No, I've mostly just like made my own avatars and worlds and stuff.
Nice. One man,
Mhm.
one woman band around this joint. Meta Horizon. Have you ever hopped in here? This is kind of like my second base of like getting
Mhm.
to know social apps and VR. Have you ever hopped in here? What's your take on this rather
Uh,
than VR
Last
chat?
time I played it was so I've been in there twice. The first. Do you want the story? It's a pretty funny story. The first time I went in there, I think it was like 3 years ago. Um, it was me and my friend, and then we were just like walking around, and this random guy is like, "Hey, you want to come see my secret sex room?" So he like brings us to this like back alley through like three different worlds and
Back
like this secret
alley.
little thing you have to click. And then it was like this it was I don't know that movie. It was like the Grey's Anatomy or something. It was like a bunch of
Grey's
just, like
Anatomy.
weird sex toys in VR. And like it wasn't just me. It was like he brought like 10 of us through this like journey. Okay, anyways, I that freaked me out, so I didn't play for a while. And then I hopped back in,
Holy smash!
I don't know, a few months ago. And it
That's
was
so
alright.
lame. That's so lame. Yet so like that's crazy because that's your first impression of it, place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's no bueno. That's no bueno.
I don't know if
That's
that's like
yeah.
normal for people. I mean, it was
I'm about to
funny.
say ab- about how do you say how do you like give advice or like talk about stuff like that because that's like a lot of people's stories in either here or VR chat. They go in there one day, they see something super
It was
weird or
weird.
some off, and then they're like, "Oh fuck that," and like never come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it probably happens more in VR chat, but VR chat's a weird place.
Yeah,
But
it's weird.
I follow this one guy. I don't know. Do you watch Proximity Chat? It's on YouTube.
Proximity chat, yes.
I love him. He's so funny.
Shout out
That
proximity
cracks me
chat.
up. Yeah, it's
Shit.
pretty funny. They're
You,
so
you you
serious
ever
about their VR
collab with
clubs.
them? You collab? You never do a collab
No,
with them?
I
Any
don't know.
other
I'm
VR
I'm just
people
a
that's doing
fan.
just the same thing you doing?
No, I don't know Proximity Chat. I just watch him. Yeah, but I mean, I know that other VR creators. For sure, I am. Yeah, I collab with them
That's
sometimes. So
nice. Yeah, yeah. I would love to be one of those collabs on a game or two. Um, I know PC VR is this has a lot more, just a lot more, just a lot more games and things to do rather than the standalone quest for some reason. Uh, what do you think is making VR, or what do you think is missing that makes to make VR mainstream? Is there a thing that you think is missing to make VR go mainstream?
Um, I mean, I I think like it's the apps. Feel like it's the apps. I mean, these social apps are good, and I like them, but uh, I don't know. I mean, is it worth it for people to put on a headset for the apps? I mean, I think like I don't know. I think they're fun. Like I think the apps are fine right now, but I don't think there's like a killer VR app out there that's really gonna like what does VR have that you can't do on like desktop that like
Mm.
a normie is gonna wanna play. I mean, I think like for Half-Life Alyx, like that sold a lot of the Valve indexes back in the day because you could only play Half-Life Alyx on VR. So I think we need like
Mm-hmm.
another game like that. And I think Meta has tried in the past. They had the Assassin's Creed game. They had Asgard's Wrath 2, which I think helped, but I don't know if it was enough to make us super mainstream. I mean, it's growing. It's like VR isn't dying or anything. I think it's growing at a slow rate, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think you need like another like a killer app or something that is going to make people want to play in VR. So, well, we'll see. I mean, I know Valve. There's rumors about them coming out with their new headset, and maybe like Half-Life 3 is going to be VR compatible. And
Okay.
I don't know if you played Half-Life, but people go crazy over that shit. So that's
Played a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, I think you need like a killer app, but people have been trying for years, so it'll get there. Maybe we'll see.
Mhm. I feel like it'll get there. I talked to my guy at 281K. That's what he said. He's like, "Yo, they need to bring Call of Duty in here. They need to bring
Yeah,
Grand Theft
yeah, that would
Auto in here."
for sure. Yeah, like that would. Yeah, if they had GTA in VR and it was like a new GTA game, or like they make GTA 6 compatible with VR. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, that would
That would do it, right? That would
um, that would
flood
probably do
the
it. Yeah,
streets.
a lot of people. Yeah.
It'll flood the streets. But man, that's crazy. I remember. Uh,
Oh,
I whoa, in the robot. Now I
now you're
remember I
back.
got into uh the PS VR. I played what's the game? What's the game? It's like you're a jelly man, you're flying around. You posted it. You flying around, you can
Um.
go to like
Oh,
different worlds.
Megaton Rainfall. Is that what you're talking about?
Megaton Mother Loving Rainfall.
Oh, that
I
shit's so
fell in
fun.
love with
It's
that
so
game. That
janky,
game is so
but
great.
fun. Yeah, but I
I
still play it. It's still fun. I like
is
destroying
it on the
city.
PS PC, not PC
Uh,
VR?
it's on PCVR. I think it's on. I don't know if it's on PSVR too, but it's still on Steam, and you can still play it on VR.
Yeah, no,
Um,
don't worry about PSVR too. No, they still got wires. They still got
uh,
wires, man.
it's good though. It's fun.
Did you make that immersive? How could you make that immersive? And what? How do you feel
Hmm?
about the smells? Do you have immersive smells?
No, but I've tried a lot of them at CES and different tech conferences.
How you feel
um,
about them? Because I feel like that's like the one that we don't need.
I mean, I think they're super cool. If they were not $8,000 or more, I'd probably buy
Eight
one. But
thousand.
they're not really for normal people yet. They're too expensive. They don't really work. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably use it if it was reasonable. I have a system in Skyrim that simulates wind and temperature. So I just set up a smart plug, and then it'll connect in the game. So depending on where you are, it'll like make your room colder or less
Oh,
cold.
that's being fully immersive.
Mhm.
How do you explain to people what the metaverse is, or what VR is in your own words, for people who don't even like know, or like
Um,
not don't have the vocabulary?
I don't know. That's a deep question. I think you have to try it yourself. It's hard to. I mean, I think people can watch videos of it, but obviously you have to like try it. You have to put the headset on yourself to really kind of get it.
You gotta put it on your face.
Yeah, it's yeah. So if you demo it with other people, I think that'll help. I used to demo it to my friends and um, you know, show them what it's about. But yeah, I mean, I
She's
think that's also why it's not. It's gonna kind of either not go mainstream or it's gonna be hard for it to go mainstream because people, I don't know, watching it on a screen is not really gonna do it justice. You have to try it
right.
yourself, and
There
it's
you
like getting
go.
to that point of you know, unless you have a friend that has one, it's kind of hard. It's a hard sell. I feel like for a lot of people.
There you go. That's what I tell people too. It's like I try to explain it, and I've been trying to explain it for a couple of years, and I try to get other people
Um,
perspective of their explanation of how they explain it. But 9 times out of 10, you just got to get up in there. You just got to put on the headset, look around, do a 360, look up and down, and then you'll be like, "Oh, this is what's going on in here." I think it's like that quick, that quick.
really have
But
them at arcades, so you could. I mean, people can just try them at an arcade or something. Most arcades have a VR setup these days.
all right,
That's a
some
good way to.
sandboxes. There's some companies and businesses that making
Yeah.
sandboxes or like rooms where you can get in VR and do a whole group activity and make
Or
it a
even just
day.
like normal local arcades. I mean, like most arcades in America, I think they probably have like a few VR stuff you can do now.
They
Like
do.
they've
They do now. Maybe that'll help it go mainstream. Maybe that'll
yeah,
help it go
yeah, yeah.
mainstream. But until then, I think we're gonna keep doing what we love to do. We're gonna keep playing these games and making us happy, so we can make these days go by a little more cleaner for us.
Yeah.
But Genghis VR, thank
Mm.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to waste too many
Sure.
there's too much of your time, but I want to say thank you so much for you again. Any last minute shout outs, shameless plugs that you want to say before we shine out?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, go check out Somnium Space. I think it has real potential. For I mean, I've tried a lot of social VR games, but I think like this one, it's they're very creator focused. I think more than probably other platforms, even more than Horizon. I mean, they're like paying creators, and they don't during like music shows. Like you could just like tip the musician that you like, and it's like real, it's like real money, so you can make money in
Oh
there.
shit! There you
So,
go. Y'all heard it first with me hearing it first as well. Genghis. So thank you so much one more time. That's going to be a wrap on In the Lens with Benz. Huge thank you for Genghis VR for joining us and sharing your story. Please make sure to check them out at their Instagram down there below. It's right there underneath their lovely avatar. And thank you to everyone watching, listening. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to follow, share, and stay tapped in for more creators, innovators stepping into the future of VR and AI. Until next time, this is Ben's in the Lens. Signing off. Keep creating, keep imagining, and always stay in the lens, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Genghis. Thank you.
or
Had a good time. I wish we can do a little more, but hopefully we can get inside some games and do some
yeah, yeah,
content.
sure, sure, no problem. Hit me